Hey there. So you've got a dog in Littleton, Colorado? Awesome. You're in exactly the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to find a great dog trainer so you and your pup can really enjoy everything this area has to offer. Living with a dog here in Littleton, it's a special kind of experience, right? One minute, you could be on a peaceful trail at Chatfield Reservoir, and the next, you're trying to get through a packed aspen grove. And let's be honest, having a dog who's calm and well-behaved makes all of that so much better. Way less stress, way more fun. All right, first up, training for Littleton life. So what does that actually mean? Well, it's not just about sit and stay. It's really about getting your dog ready for the kind of life we have around here. Okay, so here's the goal. What we're aiming for is a dog who's cool, calm, and collected. A dog who can handle a quiet walk on the Columbine Trail just as easily as they can chill out on a patio on Main Street. It's all about building that confidence for your dog and for you too, so you can go anywhere together. So how do we get there? The best approach, hands down, is positive reinforcement. And this isn't about being dominant or controlling your dog. It's all about rewarding good choices with things they love, like a treat, a good boy, or their favorite toy. You're building trust, you're building a relationship, and that's what makes the good behaviors stick for the long haul. Okay, section 2, choosing your trainer. Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty. How do you actually find the right person to help you out? Generally, you're looking at 2 main formats. First, there's in-home training. This is perfect for stuff that happens at home, right? Like your dog going nuts when the doorbell rings or trying to surf the kitchen counters. Then you have group classes. These are great for practicing good manners when there are other dogs and people around. Getting them ready for those busy spots like Main Street. All right, so you see all these letters after a trainer's name. What do they mean? Well, these are credentials, and they're a good sign. They show that a trainer is serious about their education and uses up-to-date science-based methods. Things like KPA or CBDT are solid for everyday training. If you're dealing with something more serious, like major anxiety or aggression, you might look for a specialist with a CBCKA or CDBC. All right, next section, the practical details. Let's talk about the money and the logistics, because that's a big part of it, right? So, probably the question everyone is thinking about. What's this going to cost me? Training is definitely an investment, so it really helps to know what the going rates are here in the Littleton area. As you can see, the prices really depend on what you're looking for. A puppy class for a few weeks might be a couple $100. Private lessons are usually priced per session. And then you have something like a board and train program, which is a much bigger financial commitment. These numbers for 2025 should give you a pretty good idea of what to plan for. Okay, so when you're talking to a potential trainer, you'll want to have some questions ready. Here are 6 really good ones to ask. I'd pay special attention to number 3. You want to know how they'll help you with your Littleton lifestyle specifically. And number 6 is huge if you're seeing sudden behavior changes, because it could be a health thing. You want a trainer who will work with your vet. Okay, last section, training around town. You've got your trainer, you've learned some new skills, now for the fun part. Let's talk about putting it all into practice right here in Littleton. But first, a quick and important reminder about Littleton's leash law. Pretty simple. Unless you're in a designated dog park, your dog has to be on a leash and under your control. A standard 6-foot leash is really your best friend when you're out there practicing. So, where are some good places to practice? South Claddett Park is fantastic. It's a perfect real-world classroom. You've got bikes, people with strollers, other dogs, maybe even some deer. It's a great place to work on that loose leash walking and teaching your dog to focus on you. Now, if South Platte feels like a bit much to start with, no problem. Check out Lee Gulch Trail. It tends to be a lot quieter, so it's an excellent spot to build up those foundational leash skills before you tackle busier places. And what about off-leash training? You absolutely need a safe place for that. The Chatfield Dog off-leash area is just the ticket. It's huge, it's fenced in, and it's the perfect spot to work on that super important recall, getting your dog to come back to you without worrying about traffic or other dangers. All this work you put into training really does pay off. It just opens up your whole world here in Littleton. You'll have a dog who can confidently and happily join you pretty much anywhere, from those quiet trails to a relaxing afternoon on a patio downtown. So good luck finding that perfect trainer, and here's to all the great times you and your dog are going to have together.